Happening all the time, man. Try that.
I love a parade. Can you hear us now?
There. Now go.
Now they can hear us.
They can. Oh, there's going to
Yep,
be. Okay, there we go. Now we
there
should.
we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so they're turning around and saying if they would have suspended Wilson, then this wouldn't have happened. Which is the whole reason, and you'll agree with me, that you don't put it in the hands of people to suspend people for things like this unless it's like an onerous like but terrible thing, and it wasn't a terrible thing. It wasn't. It wasn't.
You mean like what Wilson did at the beginning?
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible
Okay,
thing.
what he did was not necessarily warranted a suspension. I guess according to the eyes of all those powers that be. But
I don't care
if
what
it
the powers that be me. What do you
yeah,
think?
yeah, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is this. Like I said, if this would have been taken care of on the ice that night,
Yeah,
then it wouldn't have really mattered what the league would have done. It wouldn't have mattered if they would have
sure.
suspended them or not,
Yes.
right? Okay, if
Yeah,
somebody would have came there and taken out Tom Wilson after he ragdolled Panarin, then we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
exactly.
Okay, so like I said, the people that are making the decisions are affecting this game in an adverse way, I think, because they're not letting the players police themselves on the ice. As
Yeah.
soon as you see two guys get together like they're going to fight, you see referees jumping in.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't let them do it.
Yeah, I totally and like I disagree with so much of what happened here. And then,
Yeah,
okay, I don't agree with the Rangers that they think Wilson should have got suspended.
I agree.
I don't agree with that. But I don't I but that's fine. We can disagree. That's cool. We can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You don't get $250,000 fine for disagreeing with the safety guy. That is ridiculous. I don't agree with that. Just get the league to get out of it. Let people do what they're doing. What does it hurt? Did George Paros got his feelings hurt? Like, come on, give me a break. It's ridiculous. It's horrible. So George, I think the whole thing. This is not the way the league used to be. The league
yeah.
now is getting, I don't know, ridiculous.
I'm with you,
A
man.
lot of
I'm
people hate
with you.
Tom Wilson because Tom Wilson does his job. Tom Wilson's not supposed to be liked. That's not what he's supposed to be. And he's not. Now, I don't. He's gone over the line a few times, and I don't condone any of
Yes,
that. That's different, totally different. Then those were suspendable offenses. What he did to Carlo was not right. I don't believe he meant to do it, but it doesn't matter if you meant to do it. You can't do that, right?
right.
That's different.
I
But
agree.
punching somebody on the ground in the stomach in a play fight, pretty much, that's not suspendable. And if somebody jumps on your back and you turn around and throw them around, you know what you said, like what you said, if he would have punched Panarin, that would have been the better thing to do. He probably would have got suspended if he punched Panarin. That's how
Yeah,
weird. That's how weird this is.
yeah.
I
You mean
agree with you.
you mean if somebody
If
you mean
somebody
if
jumps
somebody would
up,
have hit? Yeah. Okay.
if he okay, like say he got turned around and started punching Panarin after he jumped on his back, okay,
Yep.
they probably would have suspended him for that.
Well, that's suspendable offense.
If they would have
You.
if he would have punched Panarin rather than throw him around like he did.
I mean, I thought that's what he did. I thought he punched him.
No, he just basically threw him around. He
Oh,
threw
see, I thought he punched him.
yeah.
I thought he just
He pretty much
cacked him one.
threw him to the ground. I don't know.
Well,
I have to look at that again. I don't think he really punched him. He just threw
okay,
him to the ground to get rid of him. Like
okay, yeah. See, that's the thing. If you're let me let me pose a question to everybody out there and all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle. Let them all fight. If Tom Wilson was on your team,
yeah,
would you be saying the same things?
yeah. It,
If he was playing for you or your team, if he was on the Flyers, he was on Edmonton, he was on, whoever, everybody
yeah.
else's team, are
Hmm.
you saying these same things?
Yeah,
right?
that's a good point. I try to look at it from that perspective too.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. If
Take
he was
their
playing,
yeah
if he was playing on your team, like I'll give you an example. The Flyers need somebody like a Tom Wilson to come in and be able to police the area because there are too many incidences where other players are taking pot shots at the Stars.
yeah absolutely. Everybody
Okay,
would need that, but
everybody
the
does that.
but the Flyers need it more than a lot of teams. Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's a guy like Tom Wilson on the Flyers, are you saying the same thing? Now, he's probably, sadly, if he was on the Flyers, he probably would be suspended way more than what he's ever been, but because he's wearing orange and black. but, but, but you know what I mean? If he was playing for Tampa Bay, right? And he was their enforcer, whatever, whatever role you want to give him.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care. Whatever role you want to give him. If he was playing for your team, how would you feel? Would you be saying the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I try to look at it from that perspective, and I can look at it from that perspective because it's not. I'm not a fan or not a fan of the Washington Capitals or whatever. I'm just looking at it from a guy. I look at it from a perspective that's even greater than my team. It's the integrity of the game and the way the hockey is best. I like to. People say, "Well, you're an old school guy." No, I'm a what is best for hockey guy. There's a lot of things in the old school ways that I don't actually agree with anymore. That I think it's better today. But one of them is not this. I do agree with the old school way, like you're saying, of players policing themselves on the ice and the league staying the heck out of it, and owners and general managers not making like they're writing to the teacher on nonsense about I don't like the principal. Get out of here.
You
Get
know,
out of here. Stupid.
before
Makes our
what?
league look
Before
ridiculous.
before 2007, there was no um, player safety personnel czar, right? For the
Right.
league,
Yeah,
the league,
exactly.
right? Well,
Yeah.
now why suddenly do you need to have this guy who's this player safety guy to come in now for the NHL when you didn't need it for the first 100 years of the sport?
Yeah.
Right now, suddenly you need it.
Yeah. And that and that's
Okay.
and that's the reason why they need it because they're trying to balance this whole idea of taking making violence not the center focus of the sport or trying to
Right.
all that kind of stuff like that.
No, look, that's what I'm. That's the whole point I'm trying to make, because the NHL is trying to weed out the violence, quote unquote. Okay, they put all these steps in place to try to limit the violence, to try to limit the fighting. The problem is that the mentality of the players hasn't changed. So if you give these guys an inch, they're going to take a mile, like
Yeah.
any normal human being would.
Yeah.
If you allow a guy to get away with certain liberties, guess what? He's going to keep doing them liberties, isn't he? Until he gets smacked on the hand or fined or penalized or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're trying to balance the two and find the center point where they're going to keep it and they're struggling with it.
Yeah.
They're having a difficult time with it. And guys like Wilson, Tom Wilson, they wait till the playoffs. Tom Wilson incident ain't over yet. Well, what do you mean? You're going to end up doing it again? Oh, he's going to end up doing it again in the playoffs? I don't know. We'll see. Be nice. As long as he doesn't do what he did to Carlo and all of those things like that. And those incidents, I mean, I'd like to say those incidents happened less back then, but I'd be lying. I don't agree with Stevens in New Jersey and some of the guys that were headhunting, and I'm glad they got that out of the game. I do
See,
agree.
now that is what yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with you on that, Perlo, 100%.
yeah,
Because what that, and then, I think it was John, the GOAT, even mentioned about the materials that the paddings were made with.
yeah,
Like, who thought it was a good idea to make elbow pads for hockey players with a hard plastic outer coating?
yeah,
So that now when you elbow somebody, it's like hitting them with a freaking brick. You know
but
what I mean?
John Weichel says Bobrovsky getting traded in the offseason. Who's going to take that contract?
Yeah, that. Oh boy,
They would
man.
have to give up. They'd have to cover a lot of that contract. I doubt that. I don't know what they're going to do with that. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, well, it used to be the padding was actually fairly soft
Yeah.
at one time, and then they started adding, yeah, this. They started making these elbow pads that Don Cherry, a character here in Canada, for a long time pointed it out, and he showed how hard it was, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. You can take that to the head, and you're going to be. So it's been a transition, and they're trying to figure it out. And then you just got people out there that are trying to simply take fighting out of the game. You know, my son or whatever can't play hockey because of the violence and all of those sort of things like that in the game or whatever the case may be. And my answer to you is yes, you are correct. Your son cannot play hockey because of that, because that's hockey. You're not playing hockey if you take fighting and all of that out of the game. So if he can't do that, he can't play hockey. That's just the way it is.
It's the same thing in football.
I can't jump up to the rim in basketball. So should you bring the basketball net down lower so I can play? No.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. Dude, that's perfect. That is so freaking perfect, man. Because I don't know about you, but I am vertically challenged. At
Yeah.
my best, if I wear the right shoes, I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so dunking is way beyond anything that's ever going to happen for me. So yeah, could you bring that down to about five
Exactly.
foot ten? At least give me a shot at it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I
No.
freaking
Yeah, it's just the way it is, man. It's like rugby, or have you ever watched Australian rules football? That's the most violent sport I've ever seen. I
yeah, yeah. You want to think hockey is violent? So
Yeah.
that's nothing.
So what are you gonna like? Do you think people in Australia say, "Hey, you guys got to stop playing so tough so I can play"? Like they would probably body slam you just for saying that. What are you talking about? It's just not your game. It's not your game. I
You
love
know
that
that?
sport. Have you ever watched that, man? Somebody gets injured, they don't even stop the game.
Nope.
They just
They just play around
they
them.
just the doctors come out, throw them up on a thing, and off they go, and the game keeps on going. What a freaking
That's crazy there, boy, if you ask me. But look, even in football, even if oh well, little Johnny can't play football because he can't run around and get tackled and get hit like that. Well, then he shouldn't be out there playing football. Then
yeah,
that's not the sport for little Johnny. Then
exactly.
if little Johnny can't go out there and get hit and tackled, then he shouldn't be out there.
Yeah, be what you can, would be what you're
Right.
supposed to be.
Go play baseball.
Find out what you're awesome at and go with it.
Yeah.
Don't tell you don't have to follow the crowd
See,
just because
some
everybody else is doing something.
just because dumb people like me think, oh yeah, getting hit, that's fun. Sign me up for that. Yeah, okay, okay. So you understand the mentality there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Anyways, okay, we got a lot of things. Well,
Yeah, we got.
well, it's Friday, so we're gonna do Friday and Saturday games here.
Okay.
My wig still hasn't come in. We ordered it.
Your week is coming on Monday.
Yeah,
Oh, it is?
yeah, it's Canada. You know how it is. I ordered it.
Right. Yeah. So never mail anything to Canada if you want it to get there in a timely manner.
No.
Oh my gosh.
JP, welcome. Thank you very much for your kind words, JP. Uh, which John, off the wall or hot take hockey? Which one are you talking about? John, oh, I think we were talking about the goat, not the
Yeah, we're
goat,
talking about the GOAT, off the wall hockey.
not
John
the
from off the wall
not
hockey.
not the goat two. Hot take hockey is the goat two, not
Oh,
two.
okay.
TOO, two,
Ah,
same, not the second one.
gotcha. All right.
Two.
So here we go now. We got, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, 6 games that we got to talk about that
Yeah.
happened yesterday. I'll tell you what, man, I was really, really surprised by some of these games yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Very surprised, especially this first game that we're going to talk about.
Okay. Go.
Chicago, Carolina.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. I actually picked Chicago.
You did? All right.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
No, I picked Chicago to lose by one. So I did pick Carolina, but I picked Chicago to lose by one. And
okay,
there's a reason
two
for
to
that.
one, 2-1 final overtime. Okay, and that to me that was a shocker. It just that seemed like that was almost like a setup game
Uh,
for Carolina. You know what I mean? And they fell to it.
You were on yesterday, right?
Nope.
No, was it the day before? Okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
problem with this game was that the Hurricanes had played 7 games in 11 nights, and I don't really
yeah,
care who you're up against.
yeah.
It's still an NHL team, and if you played 7 games in 11 nights, man, that is freaking tough. The fact it's a testament to how great of a team this is that they got a point out of this game. It's
Yeah, and got to overtime.
Yeah, they got a point out
Okay.
of it. Like that is Yeah, I don't know. When I remember we used to play tournaments and you play like they're doing here because the tournaments only have a small window and you got to get a certain amount of games in. And the last games, there were some times where we were just both like, "You just want the points. Like we're done."
Yeah, right. Like there's no energy
nobody,
left, you know.
nobody even cared who won the game. It's
Well, there you
so
go. So who
now
had the points? Who had the points on this one?
2-1 Chicago.
Overtime.
I had the Canes. CL was the only one. The CL and Serrano picked the Hawks. Everybody else picked the Canes. So and nobody had the
Wow.
score. I had the score, but I had the wrong team.
Okay. All right. Well,
But
there you go.
anyways, it was fun to watch. Riley Stillman got his first goal as a Chicago Blackhawks, and watch out
There
for
you
him.
go.
I'm sure Florida was hating the idea of having to remove him. So they went out so they could trade Connolly so they could get some cap
Yeah.
room to add at the deadline. He's going to be a really good defenseman for them. That was a great
Yeah.
move by Chicago. They haven't made many mistakes. Those Ballards, they know hockey. I'll tell you that right now. I'm never going to. I'm never going to doubt them again.
Yeah. The
Because
only thing I would say about everything that they've done so far is I'm questioning bringing in Subban
as a
more
go,
so.
as a
Yeah.
goaltender,
Yeah.
I think he's done after this
Yeah, that's what I mean.
year.
That to me was the only questionable move
Yeah, yeah.
I think that that they've done there in Chicago. So
In fairness, there's been a few organizations that thought they could get the best out of Subban, but just never seemed to be able to get her done.
yeah,
He looked like he had a lot of talent. He had a lot of, but something I don't know if it's mental or whatever. They just can't seem to find the right combination for him because he looks like he's got the skill, but he's not consistent enough, right?
yep.
So
Well, there you have that one. So that was Chicago 2, Carolina 1, final overtime.
yeah, and yeah, like I said, kudos to them for picking up a point, and the Canes are still first in the Central, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not too bad, not too bad.
Okay. We ready for the next one?
Sure.
All right. This is Boston hanging a big donut on the New York Rangers. 4-0.
Yeah, and this was pretty much easy to see after
Yeah.
a big emotional game and all the fighting that they did the night before yet. Like
Right. Plus,
what
New
a
York is on a 7-game losing streak.
Yeah, yeah. Once they were kind of out of it, it just seemed like they couldn't get their wheels turning.
They dropped off. Yeah.
Yeah, which it was like last year they went on a run and they got a couple lucky bounces and things swayed the other way and their energy got up and they got going. And this year they didn't get those bounces and young teams, right? It's all part of the learning process. It seems like they're going to be a great team, though. But
It's been a busy week up there in New York land, that's for sure.
exactly? What are you going to do against Boston after a game like Washington? My gosh. Or oh,
Just,
sorry, that was it the Bruins that they were playing? It was right.
yeah.
Yeah,
But they played Washington not last night or
the
not
night
not the night
before.
the night before.
the night before, but it might as well have been last night. Like it was just after all of the media and the fighting and everything. It's just like this game seemed like okay, we're done. Like just let's mail it in.
Pretty much. Plus, now they're also missing Panarin for the rest of the year too, and
That doesn't
they
help.
got what's his face got suspended for a game. Um, what's his name? I can't think of it. Buchnevich, right?
Oh,
Didn't he get
yeah,
suspended for a
yeah,
game?
Buchnevich, yeah, yeah. So he
Yeah,
didn't
for
go.
the Rangers. So yeah,
So
okay.
they had
Well,
nobody in the lineup. They were spent. They weren't going to win this game. There was highly unlikely. Avatar had 4-1 Bruins. Nobody had 4-0. CL had 2-0. Did anybody take? Nobody took the Rangers. So
well, well,
everybody got equal
gosh,
points. Yeah,
that's a shocker.
yeah. I would have been pretty surprised.
I mean, even Joey didn't take the Rangers. I mean,
Yeah, I got two
Joey.
for you had 5-3 Bruins, JP.
Okay, because Joey always goes for the underdogs, man.
Yeah, no, he didn't even go. He didn't even go on the underdog line.
Yeah, you
No,
can't. Yeah, that was too far underneath the bridge there for that one, I think.
yeah, the Bruins can jump into first. I think Bill T's a big Bruins fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can jump. Yeah, and I think they likely will do that. I do not want to be playing Boston.
They've already taken over third place
Yeah, I don't
after
not.
being in fourth place for most of the season.
I don't want to play Boston in the first. Right now, I think Boston. I'm leaning Boston to win that division now. I'm,
Actually, I'm leaning more Penguins.
I just took a Rask against Jari though.
I mean that is like the absolute mismatch
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to goalies. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But Pittsburgh and Boston have been really serious games this year. You know what I mean? And if it comes down to that, I don't think it's gonna though. I think it's
Serrano.
gonna be I
Sorry.
think it's gonna be Pittsburgh and Islanders.
Uh, it's Pittsburgh, so they can do magic, but I think Boston. So we'll see.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Serrano, it's too not this time. It's too far for the Rangers. He was talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
I guess
So there
so.
you have it, folks. Bruins laid a big old donut on the Rangers 4-0 last night.
Yes. And okay, so the next one was the Devils and Islanders, and I had this one.
Yeah, you picked the Devils on this?
Yeah, I had the Devils all day on this.
Okay, that was 2-1. 2-1 Devils beat the Islanders.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
nobody had.
Islanders have just dropped off, man. Since they have made the playoffs, they've lost third place, right? They've lost like a couple of games in a row now. It's like they're like they kind of seem like they've checked out.
They can't score.
That's what I
The
mean.
only team they can score against is the Rangers. Apparently, that's it. They won. They beat them 6-0 and 3-0 and something else, and everybody else they can't score against. They had what back-to-back shutouts against the Capitals. They only
Yeah.
scored one against New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, 2-1.
Oh,
Uh,
Devondre got 200. Had the New Jersey last night. Cool.
ooh.
Yeah, a lot of people took New Jersey, but nobody took the 2-1.
Oh. Well, those they still scored a lot of points though. They just didn't
Sir,
get the
Serrano had the dog, of course.
See?
Bill T.
But that
Oh,
was easy though. Because Devils have played the top teams really well this year. They played really well against Boston. They've played really well against Washington. You know what I mean? They've played pretty decently against Pittsburgh occasionally, and they've obviously played well against the Islanders.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They've been playing. I think this New Jersey team is not too far away. It just needs some defense. I still like the coaching of Ruff. I think he's great.
And I really like Blackwood. I
I
really like
love
Blackwood.
love
Yeah.
Blackwood, and that's kind
Yeah.
of what happened. Like we were like wondering, hey, what's New Jersey gonna do? And then Blackwood got hurt, and then when he came back, he wasn't the same for a bit. And then it's really been contingent on Blackwood for New Jersey,
Pretty
right?
much. Yeah. Exactly. And he was in net last night too.
Yeah,
You
and
know, yeah.
yeah,
So
I watched the game. I'm trying to figure out. I'm watching the game to try to figure out what's going on with the Islanders, right? And I go back to the original statement again. Something has happened with the movement of players that there are players there that are just not getting are not anticipating the way they were last year, and it's throwing everybody off.
they also are missing Anders Lee,
Yeah, that's big too.
and
That's
that's
big
their
too.
captain.
But even before Lee, I was even saying like some doesn't. They were playing better with Lee. Don't get me wrong. But even before when Lee was in the lineup, there still was something amiss. And I think we all thought, okay, after the trade, you know what, they'll get it together, but they haven't.
No, they didn't. Because we thought that they made some good moves at the trade deadline because with Lee being out, they suddenly had some money to go spend. And they went out and got two players from New Jersey.
Yeah, Palmieri
You know,
and Zayak, and you know what? They're not playing them that much,
that's what I mean. Like, what? Wait a minute.
so
That
they're
doesn't
not
seem right.
because they're not fitting in right away. And yeah, it's very weird. Tristan Jari got hurt last night. Wow, that's not good. I guess I don't know.
Right?
Smith was really the better goaltender, anyways, but he's been playing better as of late. Like Projo said in our video that we're going to be just did. Go to steelflyers.com. You can check it out. We just
Yeah, it's
did.
out already.
Yeah, we did the
Our first round of predictions.
yeah Vesna and Jack Adams predictions. So you gotta
Yep.
check
Yep.
that out.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. But
Yeah,
as
man.
he was saying, Jari played terrible at the beginning of the year, and then he
Yeah.
actually has been playing better, but now he's injured. Depth on
Yeah.
offense. Depth on offense is a problem. Devondra is friggin' a really smart hockey person. Absolutely no doubt about it. Yeah, that's the big thing, because they don't have many players to put into the lineup when other player to give players a break. Their overall depth is very much
Yes.
a problem in the island, and they're going to have to do something about that in the off season. We thought maybe it might be corrected a little bit with that trade, but it doesn't appear to be.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I agree. So,
That was pre-taped, JP. Just go to Steel Flyers our page channel. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
But
YouTube channel.
you go to the YouTube channel. It's probably on our page www.steelflyers.com. You can watch it there. It was fun. We did it with
Yeah,
Projo.
man. It was
Projo.
it was taped. It was taped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Projo is
we do.
knocking out the pearls like crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
Never
All
see.
right.
Okay, let's get to the next game.
Next game is the Sabres versus the Penguins, and this was basically what I would have thought this game was going to be, which was 8-4 Penguins. I thought
Yeah.
this game would be a blowout.
Yep, I did too.
And even though they left the ECHL goalie in for all 8 goals, or was there an empty netter?
No, there wasn't. Wouldn't have been an empty netter. Really, they left him in for all because they had no other goaltenders. That's that's the reason. Their other goaltenders sitting there scared out of. Don't you dare put me in. Whoever their other goaltender is probably like the trainer's son or something like that. Yeah, they had nobody else to put in there, so they had to keep him in for all of it.
Right. I mean, Jeff Carter had 4 goals.
I
Um,
just
uh,
spilled on myself.
oh, well, that's what happens.
Yeah, whatever.
But Jeff Carter has been a huge acquisition for,
Four goals, man.
I mean, my gosh, this guy has just been like, what? Come to Pittsburgh and play for a chance to win the cup? All right, I'll just score 9 goals since I've been here.
Yeah, crazy, eh?
Okay. I bet you nobody picked 8-4.
No, but there was 6-4 by Avatar, and
Okay.
CL was 7-2. What did you
Ooh.
have, Steele? You know what? I don't think I
I
remember.
didn't. I wasn't on this game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you weren't
I
there.
wasn't here
Yeah, that's
last.
right,
I
right.
was.
Yeah. JP had 6-4 as well. I had
Oh wow.
5-2, so we had some close ones. And then
Yeah, yeah.
Serrano took the Sabres, and so did
Oh
so did
well,
so did Weichel.
well,
Yeah,
well.
but
Well,
anyways,
good luck to you, Joey. Good luck to you, my man.
Joey said no.
Uh, no, he's getting his shot, his first shot today, and then
Ah,
the
okay.
second shot on the 27th. So, hey, man, good luck to you, man.
I didn't see
Good
it.
luck to you.
I'm going over to look at that game now. Uh,
Yeah. Losing the first round, John, I'll tell you what, man. It depends on if they play the Islanders in the first round, I don't think that's a loss. I think that gets them to the second round. But if they play against Pittsburgh or if they play against Boston in the second round, then potentially that, depends on how that's going to finish out. If Pittsburgh can keep winning and finish number one, then Washington's going to be two, Boston will be three, and the Islanders will be four. You know what I mean? So it's all going to depend on how it finishes out. But I really think that if Boston wins the division, they're going to win the first round against the Islanders.
yeah, oh yeah, I think Boston would destroy the Islanders. Then it would be like you said, Boston, Pittsburgh, or Boston, Washington. Uh, I think they, yeah, I think Boston wins it. I really do. They get all their guys
That's
back.
actually it.
I really
But
do.
that's such a toss up, though. That's such a toss up. That's such a 50-50 game. Boston versus Washington to me. That's such a 50-50 game.
It's a 50-50 game, I guess, but I'll take the goaltender in a 50-50 game. So I'm going to
Uh,
take Rask over Samsonov. Samsonov's just a young, still a young player. He doesn't have that
Okay.
much playoff
All right.
experience. I'll take the
I mean, you can't
goaltender.
argue with that kind of
I'll
logic.
take the
Yeah, I got you.
goaltender with the Cups. As long as he doesn't get injured or whatever. Boston,
Right.
Washington, you like, yeah, yeah, and but it is a tough division. That is a tough division. Pittsburgh,
It is.
Washington, Boston. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to call. All right.
It's gonna be
So
fun
the
to
next
watch though.
game,
Yeah.
right? Oh yeah, that's going to be must see hockey TV right there. Is going to be that series, and then the series out west, and then the series in the Central.
Hmm.
I really don't think that any of the North stuff is going to be must see TV.
Until the
I
final,
just don't.
until the
That's what
final.
I mean.
Yeah, until
To
the
the
final.
final, yeah. Speaking of the North, the penultimate game is the Maple Leafs versus the Canadians.
Yes.
And the Maple Leafs scored 5 goals and 2 goals for the Canadians.
5-2. Yeah.
Five
Yeah.
to two.
I thought the Leafs all day on this one, but I was a little off. I took 6-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, gosh,
We had
only
people.
by 1 goal.
We had people all over the target here. Mercer had 5-3. Avatar had 4-3. Bill T had 4-2. JP had 5-1, but nobody had 5-2.
Nice.
But they were all. There's
Oh,
only one Serrano.
but there's a lot of points being made, though.
Joey Serrano took the Habs.
Oh, Joey.
But this is
Gosh,
this
man.
was just a tired Montreal team. I mean,
Yeah,
playing
they
a
had played.
playing a back to back.
Yeah, I got you. Because in the past, Montreal has played very well against Toronto, and quite frankly, this is going to be the first round matchup
Yeah,
for Toronto, the Maple Leafs.
yeah, and yeah, Toronto should take that fairly handily. I would think.
Okay,
I
there you
I
go.
would say so. When you like, I don't.
I would think.
Yeah.
I would think. I mean, depending on is Price going to be back for the playoffs?
Uh,
Because if Price is going to be back for the playoffs, then that might be a bit of a different
but
story.
we've been saying this for 2.5 years. If Price is back and playing like he did 2.5 years ago, sure. But I mean, that's a big if.
Heck, all he has to do is play like he did last year or earlier this year.
Last year he was okay. I mean, he was never really great. I think he's gonna have to be better than average. I think he's gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
be really good to be able to
Mm-hmm.
beat the Leafs in this one for sure.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
their defense is a little overrated. Not to mention, it is kind of difficult to get a gauge on what the Canadians are without Gallagher in too. It's like
That's
Gallagher
true.
is the heart of that team, and he hasn't been in for a long
Yeah, that's
time.
true.
So
Yeah,
you never
and
know.
that's gonna hurt.
Get Gallagher
Yeah,
back, maybe. You never know. Stranger things have happened, but I wouldn't be
I
leaning
got you.
Montreal on that series for sure. No doubt about it.
No, I wouldn't be either.
And now, okay,
One
so
one thing though, we can say about this game is that Austin Matthews got his 40th goal in this game.
yeah, crazy.
Okay.
That's a regular normal season for you get 40 goals in a regular normal season, and people are like, "Wow, what a great season." Here's Matthews dropping it in the 56. Woo! Wow.
On his 49th game.
49th game. Yeah,
He scores 40 goals on his 49th game.
that is
Now,
cray
how's that
cray.
for you?
That is
That is cray cray.
crazy. So Wayne
Yeah, it is.
Gretzky scored 50 and 32.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe?
Yeah. Nobody's come close.
Nobody has ever come close.
Nobody's come
If
close.
anybody's going
No.
to, this is the kid that's going to do it, I think.
Well, either him or McDavid.
I think he's got. I love McDavid. I think he's the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. But Matthews might be the greatest shot I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I can't. Like
Okay.
his shot is just. He's like Mike Bossy, but
Oh, yeah. Boy, there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
well, Mike Bossy was probably one of the greatest shooters I ever saw. He doesn't get. I don't know why he doesn't get more accolades for how great of a shot he had. He scored like how many 50-goal seasons, right? But he's like Mike Bossy, but he's got more moves than Mike Bossy. He's a centerman.
Smoother,
He's smoother. He's bigger. He's
faster.
he's just sick. Like when he shoots, sometimes the goaltender looks like I will just stand here because I don't know
Like
where.
the goaltender is just closing his eyes and putting his hands and his arms out,
Hopefully, I got
just
something
hoping that
here.
the puck hits something.
That's what I got. You don't know. I've listened to goaltenders say that they have no idea where it's going. Like they can't. He doesn't show you anything. He doesn't give you any. Like he's usually you can have an indication or they're gonna go low or high or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know how he does it, but his
he
follow
has
through
no
is
tells.
there's like a pitcher throwing you can't tell if he's throwing a fastball or not. Somehow he does it like that too. It's insane.
Got you, man. I got you. All right. Look, I agree. I think Austin Matthews, man. All right, pick me. Gosh, I wish I could have him on my team.
He's still only 20. Is he
3 or
three,
24?
23, but just a little younger than McDavid. Isn't he a little younger than McDavid?
I thought they were about the same.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Anyway, so
They're
he's
both like 23 or 24, something stupid crazy like that.
if he get he, they, so he still has upside, is what I'm saying. Like
For at least the next couple of years.
he hasn't even got as good as he's going to be yet.
That's right. Well, we haven't even seen the full potential of him. So
No,
I'm with you.
that
All right.
close their eyes until
So
something hits him. That's about right. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. All
So
right.
you can
Last
imagine.
game.
Just wait a second before we go on. You can imagine this.
Yeah.
Caden Primo was in last night for
I
Montreal
know.
against
Oh my
Matthews.
gosh.
He was like, just don't pass it to Matthews. Just don't.
I bet you this is what Primo's eyes look like when he saw Matthews coming down the ice to score. Oh my
No, somebody get him. I don't even care if it goes to
God!
somebody.
Yeah,
I'll take,
somebody take him out.
I'll take I'll take anybody one on one. Just somebody take Matthews out right now.
Yeah, right. Please don't let him
I'll
shoot.
take a
Please don't let him
breakaway
shoot.
from anybody else. Did he scored his 40th, right? Though he had only one
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
last night. Did he have one goal?
yeah. One goal
Okay.
in the third.
There's a prop thing you can do where you can pick one player to score. You might as
Oh,
well
really?
just do that. I don't even think you get good odds on that though. For Matthews to score a goal,
Oh my gosh.
pretty much it's like 90% of the games he plays he's going to score.
Right.
Crazy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just looking at the.
Okay.
It was scored 15 fourth. So it wasn't necessarily the game winner, but it was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah. Talk about nail in the
Yeah.
coffin. Next game. Did we?
Oh
We didn't
gosh.
do the Toronto one. We didn't say who got those. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. So the next game was 6-3.
Canucks beat the Oilers 6-3. Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
CL had six. Nobody had the Canucks, so there's no use. Nobody. Avatar
Like what
almost had the
happened?
score. 4 goals and 4 shots.
Well, all right, that'll work.
Koskinen is what happened.
Okay.
He was horrible. Vancouver scored
Yeah.
four goals on their first 4 shots. I
Well, you
don't
know
even think
what?
I've ever seen that happen before.
Actually, I have. That
Oh,
happened in the Flyers game
Ryan.
this year when it was, I think it was the 9-1 game against Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Right, the first 5 shots, there was 4 goals in the first 5 shots or
On
something.
the on the same goaltender though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lorne, how you doing, Lorne? Welcome.
Hey, welcome everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. We're getting ready to do all kinds of fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
Look, I I was a little bit surprised by this. I was not necessarily expecting the high-powered offense like the Oilers to lay a kind of egg like this. But when you get 4 goals on 4 shots, that's kind of tough to come back from.
I thought they were still going to come back. Honestly, I was pretty confident of that. But this was a lot of games. This is the first game back at home after a fairly long road trip for the Oilers. However, the Canucks didn't really look great. They just got away with some really easy goals early, and that happens. And then Demko held them in. The Oilers outshot them 42-27 in a lot, and by the end of it all, and honestly looked like the better of the team most of the time there. So it
Wow.
happens. Sometimes your goaltender lays an egg, and you can't play Mikey Smith, the 39-year-old, every single game. Maybe you want to get some extra goaltending next year. Might be a good idea. Might be.
Maybe.
So,
Could be a good
did
idea.
McDavid get only 1 point? No, he got two. I was going to say
2 points.
1 point, McDavid. Come on, buddy. You got to suck it up. What are you doing? McDavid only gets 1 point in a game. Holy crap! That's a bad game for McDavid. What a
Actually, 3 points. Yeah, 3 points.
Did he get
He had
three?
three
He
assists.
got three.
Yeah,
Oh
three
my
assists.
gosh, 3 assists.
So he's at 99 points
Yeah, he's gonna
on
blow.
the
He's
season.
gonna blow past 100 points, and he's on.
Oh, easy.
He's on a 152-point pace for an 80-game season. What is that? Nobody has been done that since back in the Gretzky Lemieux days. I think the last person to do that might have been Stevie Y. Like way, way, way back. Nobody
Let me
does that
let
anymore.
me let me check. Let me just check this out. Players who have scored more than
50.
150
Get a
points
Yager, Lemieux,
in
Gretzky. Stevie Y, I don't
HL.
think ever got 150. I think he got 140 some.
All right. Well, the first three on the list is Wayne Gretzky.
Mary Lemieux,
No, wait. I'm sorry. The first two on the list are Wayne Gretzky,
right?
and then the next one is Mario Lemieux. Let me pull it up here real quick. Let's see here. Shots. It's not giving me the total points. Well, that's not very helpful here, folks. I want to see the list of. Oh, there we go. All right. Gretzky had 215 points, 212 points, 208, 205. Then we get Mario Lemieux with 199. Then we get Gretzky with 196, Gretzky with 183. Then Mario Lemieux jumps in with 168, tied Wayne Gretzky with 168. Then Wayne Gretzky with 164, Wayne Gretzky 163. Mario Lemieux at 12th with 161. Mario Lemieux at 13th with 160. Stevie Y,
He,
14th 155
Oh, he did
points,
do it once.
right?
Okay.
Yes. Phil Esposito, 152.
Yeah.
And the last person, number 16, Bernie
Nichols.
Nichols,
Yes.
150 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Yager only got to
That's
149.
right. It was 149. That's right. I forgot about that. I was.
Your buddy, your buddy Bossy only got to 147.
Yeah. How many goals did he score that year? 60, 70, 65, 70?
64.
64.
64.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pat LaFontaine, 148. Adam Oates, 142. Peter Stasny, 136. Bobby Orr, 139.
That's insane.
Paul,
Bobby Orr,
yeah, for a
130.
defenseman,
In that
he is,
era, to get 139 points in that era,
yeah.
insane, man. That is
He is
insane.
ranked number 35th. He is the, no, wait. Bobby Orr actually did it better, 139. Yeah, he scored 139 points in 1970-71,
That's crazy.
right? And then Coffey did it in 85-86 with 138.
Yeah,
Okay, those were the only two defensemen. They were 26th and 27th. And then Bobby Orr has the record for the 35th with 135 points.
yeah,
Right, and then you get some other guys: Trottier, Esposito,
yeah,
Solani, Guy Lafleur, Pierre Turgeon, Brett Hall. You know, they're all in the like 134s,
yeah,
131s. Even Dale Howard Chuck went 130.
yeah. That was in an
You know,
era where you could do that, though. I think if McDavid was in that era, I don't know. I think he could challenge Gretzky's record. I really do.
six,
I think he could challenge Gretzky's record of 212 points in a season. I really do. Leafs
five,
will lose in the
six,
third round. Leafs will lose out the first
eight, nine.
round. He, Whitechell thinks the Leafs will lose right after winning the North, and I agree with them. I think we both agree with them on that.
I agree. So, in from the age of 24 to the age of 29, Wayne Gretzky, right, had the record, the top 9 out of 11 points. Mario Lemieux was 5th and 8th. Gretzky has them all up till the 11th. And even the 12th is Mario Lemieux and the 13th is Mario Lemieux.
Yeah,
But in those 4 or 5 years that he played for what, Edmonton,
hmm,
right? That's where he scored all those points,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That was
The
his
80s,
big years. Yeah,
early
yeah.
80s.
That was his
Yeah,
big
early
years. Yeah,
80s.
those
Yep.
that was a much more offensive game. The goaltenders didn't have the skill set that they have now. They didn't have the pads they have now. All kinds of stuff like that. Even Gretzky will tell you it was way easier to
Yeah.
score back then.
Yeah. He was a plus 71.
Yeah, if the
And
kick,
when he scored 215, he was a plus 71. The next year, he was a plus 80. And then the year he scored 208 points, he was a plus 100.
yeah. And the Oilers didn't really play the greatest defense in the world, but their defense was to just never be in the defensive side of the in the D zone. So and they did that. They were such great passers, and uh, like Colorado tries to play like that, but when they're on the top of their game, they're sort of like that. But I don't think you'll ever see another team like that again. Like,
I agree.
yeah,
Like that scored that prolifically. Well, when you have Gretzky, who puts up 1,000 points in 5 years,
yeah,
gosh,
yeah,
I guess you're going to win a few Stanley
yeah.
Cups. If one guy is putting up that many points, holy smokes!
Uh, Second, yeah, yeah. Devander brought up a good point. Like, I mean, Dallas, I think did great this year considering they had no Radulov, no Sagan. They had
They didn't get Ben until the latter part of the season.
He's
No Bishop.
Heiskanen was hurt for a while. No Bishop.
Yep.
Yeah, like they did really well considering. Like take any like to take some of the best. I guess Tampa is not a good example because they did have their best winger out and they still did very well. But most teams, you take out their top line center and their top winger, and they're not going to be.
Yeah, pretty much not dealing with a full deck after
Yeah,
that.
you're not going to be making the playoffs too often. Uh, the goaltending in the '90s, why we don't see crazy scores like that? Yeah, well, they were also in there doing a clutch and grab type thing when they
Right.
did when they brought in did expansion. They Bettman and he gets a lot of flack for this, but it's quite obvious he told the referees to loosen up on the holding calls because the Anaheim and San Jose and stuff like that, if they weren't able to clutch and grab back then, they never would have made it. Nobody would have went to the games. They would have lost every game. It was a bad time to do expansion, but all the owners wanted it for the money. So they went through a clutch and grab pine. You look at the people that were getting great points in the '90s. If you were getting, if you had a 100-point season in the '90s, you were like, it was like getting 130 points now, probably something
Okay.
somewhere like that.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. It was a much different game back then. You know what I mean? Plus the fact too, here's another thing too. The pads have gotten significantly smaller over the years since when they were in the 90s. The goalie pads,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They
okay?
started putting on
Right?
those big pad, like no restrictions on goalie equipment. They look like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the net. Oh my gosh.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So they shortened up the goalie pads. They've changed the goalie mouth where now that blue paint used to only go between the two pipes. Well, now it goes a little bit beyond the pipes a little bit. You know what I mean? They changed it now because there's a trapezoid behind the goalie net allows the goalie to only go back there. Because like, how many times in the '90s did you see Brodeur
Yeah.
going way out to the freaking dot to grab the puck to shoot it up the
Actually,
boards to get it out of the
actually,
zone.
you can still do that. What you can't do is go within that trapezoid behind the net. You're not allowed to go within that trapezoid behind the net. You or touch the puck in there, or you'll get a penalty. And
Okay.
that was because um, it made it like because goaltenders like Brodeur, who before him nobody was. Well, Hextall was really good too. Hextall
Right.
was
And
good.
Hasek did pretty good job and Waugh did a pretty good job of moving the puck
Not
too.
bad, but Brodeur was the best. But
Oh yeah. The man.
Hasek liked to do it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say he was very good at it.
Right. I did yeah,
But then But
no.
then Dominic Hasek could stop the puck with his nose after he messed up too, so he got away
Right.
with it. He was definitely by far. I think he was the best goaltender I ever saw.
I have to agree with you. Look, when they came out with that awesome that whole Visa commercial, that whole priceless thing. And the very first Visa commercial that I saw where it was $350 for a hockey mask, $150 for a hockey glove,
Yeah,
right? $275 for goalie pads, having a slinky for a spine,
yeah, pretty
priceless. And
much.
it's Dominic Hasek sprawling across the
Oh
net,
yeah,
right, with his feet in the air,
yeah.
making a kick
How many
save.
times did he do? How many times did he do that too?
Oh my gosh.
So here's a little story before we go to break and we do our picks about Dominic Hasek. What he used to do is in Russia is he used to get all of his classmates to get any ball that they want to, and he used to go against the wall at his school and told them to try to hit him with it.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
That's how he used to practice.
Oh
Stop.
my
And he would
gosh.
stop them and block them and everything. And they could throw as hard as they wanted to, as long as it wasn't like a baseball, like something's going to break his.
Yeah, like a
But
hard
like
something
something
hard.
fairly soft. But whatever they wanted to throw, as long as it was relatively soft. And he would just knock them back. And they could throw like three at a time. And he would try to stop them. That's how
Oh my
he started doing that when he was really young, and that's how come he was such an unconventional guy because he didn't start doing it playing hockey. Somebody saw him doing it and said, "Hey, would you like to try doing this, with pads on?"
in the net. Hey,
Yeah.
well, we'll throw some pads on you,
So
and
so when he went to Chicago, they drafted him, they tried to make him into like a Patrick Waugh, right? You got to. That
Yeah.
was the thing at the time. You got to butterfly, and you got to,
Yep. Yep.
make yourself big and stuff like that. And he tried it a couple times. He's like, this is what I don't know. This is not how I stop things. So, and he wouldn't listen. So they ended up trading him to Buffalo, and then I can't remember who the coach in Buffalo. I think it was Lindsey Ruff.
It
Yeah, it
was.
was Lindsey Ruff, and Lindsey Ruff went and watched him and everything, and he saw it. And the goaltender coaches at the time were doing sort of the same thing. And Dominic Hasek went to him and said, "Look, this is not how I stop pucks." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what Dominic does, right? And he was like, "Okay, well, do it your way for a while. Let me see it." So he got guys to throw at it, and he went to the goalie coaches and he said, "Just let him do whatever he wants. Just stop in the puck, whatever."
Who
And
cares?
so
I mean, who cares?
that's what he started doing. And like
That's
they
awesome,
just
man.
threw out the whole goalie coach idea out and said, and that was it. Just let him stop pucks.
Oh man, that's a cool story. I like stuff like that. I like hearing about players like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
amazing, right?
When when we interviewed Tommy Soderstrom, the goalie from the Flyers in the '90s, he basically said that that's how he got started. A coach came to him while he was playing hockey and asked him and said, "Hey, how'd you like to be in net?"
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So he said he strapped on the pads and everything and got in net and found out, hey,
yeah,
I'm pretty good at this.
yeah,
Right? So he stayed a goalie, right? He was a defenseman. And then the coach came over to him at a very young age and said, hey, how'd you like to try being goalie?
yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll do it. And then look what happened. You know what I mean? So there you go.
That's
That's awesome, man.
That's kind of funny though, because it's sort of like saying, so like it's sort of like saying, you know what? I watched you play defense, and it made me think you might want to try goaltending. So
Yeah. It's better that you don't skate around. Right? Right? It's better that you don't skate around. You just stay right here in this spot right here.
yeah, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
give you a bar to hang on to so you don't fall.
That was like one of the writers for the Late Show or something like that
Right,
said
right.
said that a great comedian watched him doing comedy one day, and he came afterwards and said, "You know what? I think you'll be a really good writer." Probably stay off the stage though. Yeah, that's kind of what
Probably,
he was
yeah.
saying. Just a nice way of
Yeah.
doing it. Anyways,
For sure.
we got to go to break, and we got a whole lot of picks to get to. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Leafs are going vegan. What's that all about? Okay, maybe we'll talk about it.
Hey, Avatar, how's it going, Avatar?
Avatar, sup, buddy?
Hey, Lauren, I will be checking that out the next time I watch Nedeljkovic in net. I will be checking that out.
What's that? I missed that.
See how he handles the puck.
Oh, he handles the puck well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'll have to check that out.
the European guys that are coming in or seem to be doing really well with handling the puck. So
Yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna head off to our little breaky poo. Get all your doggies out. Put them around the computer. They're gonna love it.
Check them out on the web at www.cccresorts.com. You can also check them out on Facebook. They've got daycare for your dogs. They got spa for your dogs. They got the indoor pool. They had a soft opening for the outdoor pool last weekend, and next weekend is going to be the hard opening where it's going to be open for good. And you'll be able to schedule time there for pool time and everything like that in the outdoor pool. They're also opening up their second location, and they're hiring.
Oh, and they should have a place for humans by the sound of it. That sounds like a cool place to go. Okay, uh,
Yeah.
I'd be happy to go there. All right,
Right.
here we go.
Greetings. This is Steel Flyers from the Steel Flyers All Sports Network, and we have two very special guests. We are delighted to be joined by Tracy Musser and Nicole Howard from the Canine Country Club Resorts. Tracy and Nicole are both managers for CCC Resorts and work at the Windsor or at the club, one of two locations both in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 30th year anniversary of being in business. Let me start off by saying this. Steel Flyer stands behind this company 100%. They can taken care of Steel Flyer's furry friend for the last 2 years now, and they are a one-stop shop for everything your furry friend needs. In fact, let's find out what our friends at CCC Resorts offer. Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. What are some of the great boarding services that you guys offer, and what do we have to do in order to get our furry friends taken care of when we are unable to travel with them?
Well, we like to bring everybody in for a tour first. That way they can see the behind the scenes, they can see where they stay, they can see where they play, and then we explain all of the fun things that we can add on to their reservation, whether it be one of our packages, either a nature walk, a ball time, or even a cuddle time.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Boy, it sure sounds like a resort to me. So how are you today, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Tracy, tell me, is it true that you guys have both an indoor and an outdoor pool at the Windsor location?
It is true. We've got one of each, so we're able to offer year-round swimming. The indoor pool is a great option for dogs who are swimming for therapy or rehab. It's got that sloped entry so they can wade into the water. Our outdoor pool is a little bit larger, and it's 4 foot deep the whole way across. And both of them are saltwater pools, so it's really easy on the dog's skin and coat.
Wow, that's very awesome. So then during the summer months, you have a much deeper pool outside and then a sloped entry shallow pool indoors for the dogs. Tracy, tell the folks how we can get some pool time.
Well, the first thing everyone does is come for an intro swim. We use that time to make sure the dog is comfortable in the water. We make sure they know how to get out of the pool safely, and we go over all the pool rules and etiquette with the clients as well. After that, they're able to schedule private appointments where they have the pool to themselves, or they can invite friends and have a whole group swim going on.
So after a dip in the pool, then it would have to be off to the groomers, right? I mean, our furry friends cannot go out looking their best. Nicole, what are some of the great services your top-notch groomers provide?
Our groomers, they specialize in full service grooms. We can do the basics, whether it be just a bath and a brush out or a blowout. Or for the extra pampered pooches, we can do nail dremels, we can do deodorizing soaks, and also facials.
Wow, man, that sounds like a resort if you ask me. Tracy, I know one of the main programs here at CCC Resorts is the WAGS program. The Steel Flyers dog is enrolled in this program. So why don't you tell the folks what is involved in this and how they can get enrolled?
Yeah, the WAGS program is our primary daycare option at the Windsor. It's designed to be a structured program for people who are looking for a set routine for their dog. They all come on the same days each week, which allows them to have set friends, and we know exactly what's going on with each group. So we do a little bit more activities, and we build more into their daily routine there. But we've got other daycare options as well for people looking for a little less commitment. We do an hourly care where you can drop them off and just pay by the hour. We also do a day stay option, which is great for the dogs that prefer human friends instead of making friends with other dogs. And then we have a traditional daycare option as well if you're looking for the occasional outing for your dog.
Wow, there you have it. A full service groomer, a daycare program, and an indoor and outdoor pool. What more could you ask for? Sure seems like CCC Resorts has everything covered. Remember, DOG, depend on God. Woohoo! All right. Did you see what Avatar put? I look forward to this commercial just so I can hear Steel Flyer say, "This sounds like a resort to me."
Yeah, it's just like
You
it.
know, I'm telling you, it's awesome sauce, man. This place is really cool. Really great job with all of the pets' needs. They have really great groomers there. They do a really good job as far as making sure that your pet's taken care of. They got special spots there for them where they put them in for the daycare spots. They got a spot there for their boarding and everything too. So it's a pretty sweet deal, man. I really love taking Steel Flyers dog there. So check them out. www.cccresorts.com.
No sound. He was saying no sound.
No
There's
sound
sound. There should be sound.
on Perlo.
Why? You can
Yeah,
hear me just fine. Should be able to
I
hear
can
me
hear
just
me
fine.
too. Yep. Yeah, everybody, we're good. We're good.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
Okay, cool, cool,
scare
cool.
me like that. All right.
Don't scare us like that, man. Come
Because there
on.
would have to definitely be an issue because I have it all set up Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're getting into our picks now. Picks now. Perlo dance. Perlo dance. Perlo
Oh,
dance.
Perlo dance, Perlo dance.
Yeah,
Okay.
Avatar's rocking the Perlo dance, I'm sure. I would love to take my dog and cat to see the play. I would love to. I'm going to get a dog just so I can go there. No, I plan on getting a dog anyways, but I'm certainly gonna go there when we go to the PA. See you all there in
Yeah,
PA.
man.
We will
We're
definitely
gonna
be
we're gonna
taking a
play
dog.
we're gonna play poker. We're gonna watch hockey. We're gonna throw some food on the grill. We're gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, boy. And we're gonna
Burn.
take our dogs to the CCC resorts so they can go
Yes.
swimming.
You said put food on the grill. I say I'm gonna burn some critter.
Burn some critter. I say put flesh on the grill.
Yeah,
I
that
don't burn
works.
things, man. I don't burn things.
I don't either actually, but I
Yeah,
just
no.
like to call I just like to say that.
Yeah, man. Just
Gonna
for the record,
burn some
I was a
critter.
chef for 22 years,
Yeah,
so I don't burn much of anything.
yeah.
on,
Um,
at least
I'm
on purpose, anyway.
I'm pretty good on the grill too. So
There you
yeah.
go. There you go.
Picks
John, it's a German
time.
Shepherd. That's my dog. It's a German Shepherd. She goes to this spa place. She goes to this daycare. So
I haven't seen H&R today.
no,
Was
I haven't
there?
either.
Did
Well,
he
it's
send me a?
Friday. It's Friday though, too, right?
Did he send me the updated standings? We're not really too concerned about the updated standings now because we're going to be starting to do the playoffs soon, but it's still fun.
Well, you know
I
what we
like.
should do though, Perlo? We should do when we get to the end of the season, right? And do the end of the season and then start over for the playoffs. Right? Because we just picked a winner for the last round, right? So then cut it off at the last game of the season, and then that's when you do the next
Yeah,
dare,
I think we're just
right?
sort of playing around until the playoffs go because there's not going to be enough games for there to be really many points and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. All right,
But
okay, I got you.
somebody can still have bragging rights if they won at the end of the season. And
There you
next year I might do. Next year, what I might do when we're doing this is what's that word? Starts with a P. 4 letters. Plan. That's it. Yeah, I might actually plan it out maybe next year.
What? You plan?
Exactly.
Did you just say that four-letter word? Really?
Oh,
Okay.
Devondra had 3 German shepherds at the same time. Wow,
Oh my gosh.
that's
Well,
pretty cool.
wow. There you go. That's awesome, man. I will never not be without my girl. She is. Um, let's see if I can pull up a quick little shot of her. We call her two ball because she likes to carry two balls.
Oh yeah,
And if you see there in front of her, there's two balls.
oh yeah.
So, all right, let's get into it. Dallas versus Tampa Bay.
Yep. Okay. Dallas versus Tampa Bay. Okay.
Right?
Dallas.
Dallas at Tampa Bay.
Okay. A few things you need to know about this game. Stars versus Lightning. Now the Lightning have a big game tomorrow. They're going to be playing back to back here. They'll be playing Florida tomorrow.
Yeah,
So almost assuredly they'll have McElhaney in. I haven't even checked, but I'll bet you that it's going to be McElhaney in this game.
right. Okay.
Because I doubt very much that they're going to play McElhaney against their cross-state rivals.
Probably not.
Yeah,
So,
they'll be saving
okay.
Vasilevsky
But
for that.
here's the thing though. This is at Tampa Bay, okay?
Yep.
And Dallas is out. Tampa Bay's fighting for a spot, so this means more to Tampa Bay than it does to Dallas.
Well, they're fighting for the number one in the central, the first in the central.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'll just let everybody pick who they're going to pick. Anton Hudobin is confirmed. And yeah, like I said, and Curtis McElhaney for Tampa Bay. So
Oh gosh. Uh we got Jay or Joey is Dallas 3-2 overtime.
Serrano, 3-2 Stars. O2.
Oh my gosh. JP says that the next punishment has to be lipstick.
Yeah, I'll do
and,
that.
and Lord, oh my gosh.
I'll get.
And Kyle says earrings in a dress.
Yeah, I've done that before. Just for the. I've done
Oh my
that many
gosh.
times. I used to be in. I used to be in cinema, not cinema, but on. I used to do the wood. I was in stage and
Oh,
all that
okay.
stuff. So
Well, there you go.
I've had to do all that. I played a girl. I
Okay.
played everything. So
All
I don't
right.
mind doing that.
All right. So Avatar has 4-2 bolts.
Mercer,
Mercer has Tampa Bay 3-2.
3-2 bolts. Okay.
JP has 5-2 bolts. Hockey News Reports is in the house.
H&R's in the house. Sweet.
Yep. CL has Tampa 4-1. Lorne has Tampa.
Okay.
Devondra 3-2 stars.
Devondra, 3-2 stars.
John Weichel 4-2 Dallas. I'm sorry, 4-2 Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
McElhaney is in net for Tampa.
yeah. Um, I have to go with I'm gonna have to go with Dallas on this with McElhaney and net.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the score?
2-1.
I thought you were going to say that. Because I
did
was
I
going to
take
say that.
did I take your thunder?
Yeah, you did. I'm going to say star. I'm going to say.
All right, I'll go 3-1.
No, I'm doing that.
All right,
3-1.
okay.
Because now if I change it, you know for sure. No,
Yeah,
for
right.
sure.
Okay.
It's fine.
By the way, for those of you that are new, what we do here is we make picks based off of the games that are being scheduled, and we go through each of the games, and then you make your selection of who you think is going to win, give us the score and who you think is going to win, and then we keep track of it and keep points, and then whoever wins at the end gets to tell Perlo how to do some kind of special punishment. And Mercer was able to win it this last time, and now Perlo has to wear a wig. So.
Yeah, which I'm waiting to come on in here. And I
Right.
guess apparently I'll be wearing lipstick. Anyways, I used to also work for the best job I ever had. It was a theater group, but the waiters, the service staff played in character of whatever the show was.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to get dressed up in character and I could do whatever character I wanted and
Okay.
serve people in character. So I quite often was a female character, and so I had to do that's why I had to do that.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah.
One year I went as the bride of Frankenstein
Oh,
for
did you?
Halloween. Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I mean I went to like Goodwill, bought a secondhand dress. You know, I even had the bolts connected to my neck, right? I had my hair was all wigged out, right? And you know it's yeah, I won third prize on that, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Philadelphia versus the Caps. This is at Washington. And gosh, where's E-money on this one?
Flyers versus Capitals. Yeah, Big E money. And I believe it's going to be Vanacek versus Elliott. Not really what you call a goaltending matchup. And I think Washington could struggle a little bit also with all the brouhaha that happened here in this game. Um, should be interesting. The problem is no matter how much you're struggling, you are playing the Philadelphia Flyers. So it's a good way to stop being struggling is play the
I
Philadelphia
have
Flyers.
no comment.
Yeah. No matter
Because
what, it can always be a good spot for the other team playing the Philadelphia Flyers,
yes,
except for the fact that they're playing the Philadelphia
Philadelphia
Flyers.
Flyers.
So,
And let me throw some craziness in here. Cam York is set to make his
yeah,
debut
yeah, that's pretty cool.
tonight for the Flyers, and I believe is it Lion in net?
Is it Lion? No, it's
Uh,
Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so
either one really, it doesn't matter.
either one, right? I've really liked the young guys that have come up for Philadelphia. I've been really impressed with Wade Allison. Really impressed with his game, and look forward to seeing him in the future.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have loved Cam York since he was selected. I watched him play in the World Juniors. I watched him play at University of Michigan, and I'm here to tell you, this kid is the real freaking deal. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing this Cam York play for the Flyers. So,
Yeah.
having said all that,
He has surprised me. What did he say? 6'2"? Did I see 6'2" caps? Yeah. Uh, he has surprised me everywhere he's gone. He's been better than what he's been projected to be. He's gone over and above every level all the time wherever he goes. York is better than people anticipate he's going to be. So it's
so
going to
now,
be interesting to watch.
right, Lauren says that Ovi, Kuzi, and Samsonov out for the game, and look at all these people jumping on for the Flyers.
Yep. I actually, I actually am kind of leaning the Flyers here too,
Well, what happens when I pick the Flyers to win?
but I don't want them to win, so that's the bad
I
part.
don't either. So that's why I'm going to say Washington 7-2.
Avatar's got 6-2 Capitals. Mercer's got 6-2 Capitals. All over the board here. Flyers defense really does suck. Cannot, I cannot argue with
When
that whatsoever.
Justin Braun plays 22 minutes a night and does not miss a single game, your defense sucks.
What was the score you said for the Caps?
7-2
7-2 Caps.
Caps.
Perlo, I'm gonna go. I don't know why. I'm gonna go 4-2 Flyers.
Okay. Did you get everybody else?
Yeah, I think so. I got it. I'm pretty sure. I was going down the list pretty intently here.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Cool. Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Here's how bad their defense is. I would not be surprised if York is the best guy in the ice tonight. That's how bad their defense is. And that might be not even how bad their defense is. It could be just that York is that good. Like I would not be surprised. He shouldn't be the best guy on the ice.
Well,
But he's always
yeah.
done better. Like the World Juniors, he was way better than the coach thought he was going to be when he got there. He was like, "Holy crap, who's this guy?" And next thing you know,
You
he
know
was
what?
captain.
I'm going to be interested to see who they pair him with. If they put him with Provorov, or maybe even Gossesbear, that might not be a bad move either. Putting him with Gossesbear or Moran, pairing him up with Moran, that might not be bad either. So we'll see how that goes. Did you
I
get
don't know
CEO?
Yeah, I got it. 3-2. Yeah,
Okay,
3-2.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Kyle, I'm with you, man. Everything pretty much does. I think that in spite of what ownership or the chairman of the board says for the ownership of Philadelphia, I think major heads need to roll. I think AV has lost the room. And once you lose a room, that's pretty much can't come back from that. If they want to give Chuck another year to try to right the wrongs, but too many mistakes made this off season, too many mistakes made during the season by not only the coach but the upper management, and I do not have any confidence with the team moving forward with the current administration there right now. So.
And Rick Tocchet looks like he's out of Arizona, and I know
Yep.
you don't. I know you don't want him in Philadelphia, but I do. So
Well,
I would take that
I
over AV for
okay, but here and
sure.
again,
I'm sure they're going to sign Brindamore. I just cannot see them not signing Brindamore.
well, he's put a stipulation on them that he needs to sign everybody else first. He
Yeah,
needs to sign all of the support staff, the training staff, and all the assistant coaches before Brindamore is going to sign.
exactly.
And I'm here to tell you, right? Carolina ownership ain't down with that. They're going to probably let him test the market. I bet you any money.
Well, if you test the market, then he's gone, and
Gone. Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's just foolish for Carolina to do that. But I don't
Well,
know.
they don't. they don't believe in paying their general managers and their coaches. I mean, Brindamar's only making $600,000 this year.
Yeah, no, if he does have that. He's like, I don't know how he takes care of them, but he takes care of them in other ways. Basically, he said, basically his philosophy is, if you, as long as you want to stay here, I will not fire you. But
Okay.
you won't be getting a lot of money per year. But I will never fire you. You will have a job in this organization for whatever money I sign you for. If I do fire you as a coach, I'll hire you in Carolina, but I'll take care of you for the rest of your life. That's his mentality there. So it's possible he could take all those people and head off to Philly, and we can get rid
Oh,
of
that's right.
get rid of everybody. We have no problems with that.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
not going to be Shane Gostisbehere in tonight because he's suspended for 2 games. So
suspended for two.
Cam York is not going to be paired up with Gostisbehere tonight. So sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know that, John. I completely forgot that Shane Gostisbehere was suspended for what, the love tap on Friedman? All right.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the next game.
Okay,
We,
next
we
game is
got
Detroit
lots of
versus Columbus.
Red Wings. Oh wow.
Boy, talk about a game of
Like who cares?
insignificance.
Yeah. Merzlikins versus hopefully Bernier.
I'm still going Detroit 4-1.
Just let me check here. I don't know who's in. I'm gonna just see if they've updated who's gonna be in
Yeah,
Detroit.
thanks, John. Thanks, John, for letting me know. I totally forgot about Gostisbehere. Appreciate that.
Where is it? Kivlenieks. Kivlenieks is in net. That's their third stringer for Columbus. So yeah, I'll be going Red Wings as well. All right, and they haven't said probably going to be Thomas Greiss. Why waste Bernier when you're up against a third stringer, and neither team really cares if they win. This feels like a tie all day.
Okay.
But anyways,
Well,
Kivlenieks.
yeah.
Kivlenieks.
Okay. So Avatar 4-3 overtime wings. Joey is Detroit 3-1. JP
Serena.
is 4. Okay, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. JP.
JP is 4-1 overtime wings.
4-1 overtime. That can't be. How can it be overtime?
I'm reading what it says here,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
You can't have an overtime game if it's 4-1.
No, not no.
Okay. Well, at least not on this plane.
Yeah.
John Weichel is 2-1 Detroit. I don't think that was on purpose there. Yeah, okay. Jay said he copied Steele. Sorry. No, it's okay. It's all good.
Weichel got 2-1 wings. Weichel. Mercer is 4-0 to everybody's taking the wings.
Right. CL has Columbus 6-2.
Oh, CL does? Steel
Yep. CL
4-1 wings.
CL has Columbus 6-2.
CL has an affinity with Columbus. He takes Columbus a lot.
He must like Tortorella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Devondra 2-1 wings. And
4-1 final is
that's okay, Jay. We all have those, man. It's Friday. You're
4-1
allowed.
final. Okay, okay.
So Lauren, look, it, if that's the case, that's cool. And if he signs with Carolina, that's cool. But I would very much like to see at least the Flyers with a shot to try to re-sign him. Look, I can dream. Okay, so that's all I'm doing here.
Did
I pretty much already know that he's probably not going to leave Carolina, but I'm allowed to dream.
Yeah, Dundon. Did Dundon say that? That's good because I thought I leaned. I would think that Dundon would keep Brindamore as well somehow. If he's going to pay for anybody, Brindamore's the guy he's going to pay for.
Yeah.
I really do think that, but I mean, I understand he has said in the past. I know that what's his name, the general manager. I always forget his name. Anyways, he doesn't get paid much either.
No,
Yeah, but yeah, I would. It would be just stupid to lose a coach like that.
I
I just
agree. But here's the thing. Um, if he doesn't go, if Brindamore sticks to his guns and wants all of his assistants and training staff and all that re-signed, if they don't re-sign, he said that he would not re-sign.
yeah, I still think they just resign would do whatever Brindy wants. I really do.
I really hope that they take care of him. I really do.
Yeah,
Okay, because he is one of those guys that needs to be taken care of.
yep. He deserves it.
I agree.
He's
I
got.
agree.
He's a good everything. He's a
I'm
good
with you.
everything. He's
Right.
good in
All
every
right.
single way. Human, hockey player, coach, whatever you want to call it. He's amazing. Love him.
Anaheim versus Minnesota at
Uh,
Minnesota.
Devondra is a Torts fan as well. Look at that. We got another Torts fan. Right on.
Hey, you
Eh,
didn't get your pick there, Perlo. What was your pick on that?
Oh, Perlo. Sorry. Yes. Somebody took 3-1 wings already. I don't know what this kid's gonna do, but I'm gonna go 4-2 wings.
Okay.
Okay. So Ducks.
Ducks versus the Anna or versus Minnesota Wild at
Wild
Minnesota.
at Minnesota. Okay. Waddell. That's his name. Why do I always forget his name? Yeah, he has a lifetime contract, Jack. Like, well, it's basically Dundon said if you, as long as you want to be here, you're going to be here. So, so it's up to you. Avatar 4-1 Wild. We didn't get into who the goaltenders are and all that. Just one sec. I'll look that up in a second. Wild 4-1 Avatar. I'll write that out and then I'll find out who the goaltenders are. I guess he's probably already checked it out. I think it was supposed to be. Uh, I don't think they'll have them up because it's not till later, right?
8 o'clock, I think the game is. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Well, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, Gibson versus Kakinen.
I'm still going.
Kakinen,
I'm still going Minnesota.
probably. I'm not quite as bullish on it, but okay.
4-3. 4-3 overtime.
Steel 4-3 overtime.
Yeah. Avatar has 4-1 Wild.
I got that.
Hey,
Uh,
Brian, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing the Minnesota versus the Anaheim Ducks. Jay,
Brian Watson, sweet.
yeah, Jay has Minnesota 7-6.
Jay. Okay, I'm on Mercer. Is Mercer? Oh yeah,
Mercer
yeah.
5-2 Wild.
JP. I didn't see J. Okay, JP's got 7-6.
Yep,
Seven
Minnesota.
six, 7-6 Wild.
Uh,
Okay, wow. That's a big score for this game, I'll tell you. 5-2 Wild for Mercer.
yep. Lauren has Wild.
Yeah.
Devondra has 5-4 Ducks.
5-4 Ducks. Wow. People taking the
Joey,
Ducks.
yeah, Joey going Minnesota 4-2.
He's not taking
No.
the dog.
Brian is going 5-3 Wild.
Watson. 5-3 Wild.
John Weichel going 5-4 Wild in OT. I think it's going to be an overtime game too. That's why I picked 4-3 overtime. I think it's going to be an overtime game too.
CL's favorite score.
3-0 Wild.
It's his favorite score. Have you ever hit with that score, CL? Because he does that score usually 2 or 3 times a day. He'll do that score.
Really? Devondra Ducks. Do you have a score, Devondra, or does
Yeah,
Devondra not do scores?
she already did the score.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
She's just saying puck line, meaning that she thinks the Ducks are
Oh,
going to keep it close to at least
okay.
one goal. That's all.
All right.
Playoffs getting close. Yes, they are. It's getting
Yes, they are.
exciting. Wow, it's
I
getting.
know. I can't wait.
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta get a
Did
lot
you
of
put your
brown.
pick in?
Uh, to Perlo, right? Okay. I gotta get. That's why I haven't been watching as much hockey lately because I gotta get a lot of brownie points in. Playoffs are coming up, so
You know what
yeah.
though? That's okay because I've been picking up your slack.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Right. So I've been watching a lot of hockey the last couple of weeks, so I've been picking up your slack, so it's all good.
I'm gonna say. Okay, 4-2's already been done. 4-3 Wild. What the heck?
Okay. I had 4-3 Wild, but I have it in overtime.
Devondra's a he. Sorry,
Oh, sorry, Devondra.
Devondra's a he. Apologize. Why didn't you tell me that before? I'm sure I called you a lady before. Devondra Singh. Devondra is usually more sounds more like a lady's name, but now that I got it,
I my mistake. I thought it was too. So my mistake as well too. We're sorry.
yeah.
We don't mean to be calling you female
We
when
had
you're clearly
another
not.
fellow named Angel that was here before. He used to come. I don't know where he went, and he told me that
Okay.
too. But that's all right.
Okay.
Happens.
Well, now we'll get it straight now. Now that we know,
He is
we'll get it straight now, right?
Dave. Let's
We
call
only
it.
need we only need one brick on the head
Yeah, exactly.
to fall, right? We only need one brick to fall on our heads. We get it.
Yeah,
All right, you ready for the next one?
I am.
All right. Colorado versus the LA Kings in LA.
Avalanche versus Kings. Okay, and Brown is hurt. Is for the rest of the season. He's out for the rest of the season. Their cap.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be captain. He's not a captain anymore.
Yeah.
They took the captain, gave it to
It's
Kopitar.
Kopitar now.
Yeah, Kopitar is the captain now.
Yeah.
Uh,
But Brown was the captain and then they took it away from him. So okay.
yeah, Colorado's been a little bit off the last little while. I'm not,
Yeah, they have.
and
Yes, they
it's going
have.
to be Grubauer versus Peterson. I'm a little shaky on this game, the way they've been playing. Losing to San Jose last game and barely beating them twice. Uh, I don't know. Grubauer should be a net though. I mean, he's got sick numbers, right?
I mean, he's up for the Vesna, so
Yeah, and Peterson's good, but Grubauer has been really unreal. So, uh, yeah, it's going to be. Well, it doesn't even say actually. Maybe it won't be Grubauer. I don't know, but maybe it will be.
really.
But right now they're projecting. They are projected right now to be.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. I'll tell you what. I really thought, and I still kind of do, that I'm still picking Colorado to go to the Cup. I mean, it's a valley. You have peaks and valleys during the season. This is one of their little valleys, I guess. You know what I mean? But they better start turning it around if they're going to try to do anything in the playoffs because you don't want to be limping into the playoffs. You know
No.
what I mean? You want to come in winning on a high. So I'm looking for Colorado to take this game.
Yeah.
I am really looking for Colorado to take this game, especially if Grubauer's in net. And I'm looking for like a 4-2 or something like that. Yeah, I'll go 4-2 with Colorado on this. In fact, now that my Flyers are out, I'm actually going to be rooting for the Colorado. That's who I'm going to be rooting for this year. So, where you at?
So what did you say for? Sorry, I'm
Four to
reading
two. 4-2, Colorado.
42. I was
So we
just
got
doing
JP
Devondra.
has 4-3 Kings.
Yeah, I got that. I got down to Devondra.
Okay.
So now we're at
Devondra is Kings 3-1.
Mercer now.
Mercer is 6-1 Avs.
Ooh, Blackhawks.
CL has Avs 5-4.
I'm thinking tonight is a comeback game when they put it all
Yeah,
in
yeah.
before the playoffs.
Lauren Avs win.
Whitechill has got 4-3 Avalanche.
Yep. No,
Likes
yeah.
to
Yeah, yeah.
he
4-3
likes to put it
Avalanche.
he
Yep,
likes
yep.
to put it in backwards sometimes.
Yeah, well. Joey is gone with Colorado, 3-2 overtime.
3-2 abs. 0-2.
And Brian, did we get yours? You said Avs.
CL had 5-4 abs. I didn't see that one for some or I didn't see it or hear it for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't
Oh,
think I said it. CL 5-4 Avs. Yep.
okay. Okay.
And I think we're only what I think we're only missing is Brian. He did say Avs. John Weichel 4-3 Colorado.
Got it. Yeah. And for anybody new here, you just give in the scores and who's going to win, and that's it. Okay, what do we got next?
Okay, the next game on the docket is Arizona versus San Jose. This is the last game of Friday's games.
Yeah.
So Arizona versus San Jose, and this is another one of those. All right.
Coyotes versus Sharks. Yeah. They're putting, I think Kemper. They're playing Kemper. The Coyotes are here, and they're playing Koshinosh. Coronar. He says Coronar's fine. Who I don't know, never put up good numbers in the minors, and now is crushing it in the NHL. So it's weird how that works.
I
I don't
know.
know.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, there is going to be that in the next two guys resting players, teams resting players, and stuff like that. Could be a lot of upsets in the next little while here. But here, there's no upset really. It's just
So then we're gonna have. It'll
we didn't
be.
do. What about Vegas versus St. Louis? That's right. That's supposed to be. We missed one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vegas versus St. Louis. Well, I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's okay. We'll just keep on going here with what we got here.
It's a 10 o'clock game anyway, too. So St. Louis versus Vegas at Vegas. Um, Vegas has
We'll do
been
that. We'll do that after.
okay.
We'll
So
just get what we
Arizona,
got.
San Jose, right? That's what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So Avatar has 3-1 Yotes
4-2.
for Brian.
Uh, that's
JP,
abs. That's abs. Oh
yeah.
yeah, for Brian. Okay.
Uh,
Watson 4-2 abs.
right. JP has 2-1 Yotes, and
Okay.
Mercer has Coyotes 5-4. Joey has San Jose 4-2.
Okay. Yeah.
Devondra is 4-2 Yotes. John Weichel is 5-4 Yotes. And CL is 3-1 Yotes.
And I'm going with San Jose here.
Me too.
I'm going to say 4-2 Sharks.
I'll
What do you?
say I'll say 5-3 Sharks.
5-3.
And Lauren has Sharks.
Okay. Yep. Okay, we got to do that last one. I don't think we're not going to get too many Saturday one games in, but that's okay. Let's go.
So now
Colorado.
we have to do the St. Louis. We have to do St. Louis and Vegas.
Blues versus Vegas. That's like one of the biggest games of the night. Even though it doesn't mean much as far as it's just two great teams playing going up against each other. I believe there was some injuries that needed to be addressed in this one. One Krug. Krug is not going to be in the lineup, I don't believe, or at least.
And I also saw that there were some players out from Vegas as well too.
Yeah, let me go St. Louis. Tarasenko's not playing.
Petrangelo
Tarasenko,
didn't
here's,
play for Vegas last night.
he's going to play tonight.
Okay.
Pacioretty is not going to be
Oh,
in.
I'm sorry, Pacioretty. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pacioretty didn't
Pacioretty's
play.
not in. He's been out a little bit now.
Okay.
But St. Louis has no Tarasenko, Krug, Blay, Dunn, a lot of people out for them.
Wow.
So yeah,
Well, looks like this is going to be a Vegas one.
I'm. Well, I think that's where I'm leaning. Yeah.
Four
Uh,
three, 4-3 Vegas for me. 4-3 Vegas.
Brian Watson has 4-2 San. I didn't get that one down.
Yeah, Brian. Plus, I think with Tocchet getting fired here, I mean, Black Friday is coming here soon for NHL coaches, with Thursday next week being the last of the regular season for most everybody except for Vancouver, and then whoever they have left, which is mostly Calgary, and I think there's an Edmonton in there. So uh, Lauren has Blues win.
Yeah, Mercer has.
Devondra has 3-2. Oh, Mercer has Vegas 5-2. Watson has Blues 3-2.
Yeah, I already got that.
Okay, CL Vegas 4-2.
Serrano 3-2 Vegas.
Overtime. Did you get JP 3-1 Vegas?
JP 3-1 Vegas. Okay.
Okay. And Avatar 3-2 overtime Blues. Yeah, you know what, Avatar? I would like to see the Blues win because I would like to see Colorado gain ground, but I just can't see. I can't see St. Louis being able to. I can't. John Michaels 3-2 Vegas.
Yeah, I got that. I got
Okay.
it.
All
Okay.
right. So that's all the Friday games.
That's all the Friday games. What was yours?
I thought I said 5-3.
Vegas?
Yeah, 5-3 Vegas.
And for I'm gonna go 5. Oh, somebody already did 5 too. So,
Yeah, Kyle Mercer did 5-2.
5-4 Vegas. Okay, 5-4
Okay.
Vegas. Okay, Friday's
Okay.
games or Saturday's games. We'll do get in as many as we can. Well,
Well,
we'll
how about if we
call.
talk about? I was just gonna say, why don't we just talk about like the big
Yeah,
games,
we'll do the big games. We'll just do the
okay?
picks for
Because we
big
don't
games.
need to talk about Detroit and Columbus again. We don't need to
No,
talk about, you know what I
no,
mean? Okay.
yeah.
All right. So game number one is the Rangers versus Boston. This is a 3 o'clock game, and Boston does not historically this season and the last couple of seasons have played 3 o'clock games very well.
Like
And
afternoon games. Yeah,
yeah, Boston playing an afternoon game.
but the
So I
Rangers
don't
have
know.
looked really bad too.
Yeah, and they're also missing Panarin, and you know what I mean. And so I got to
How
go.
many guys are the Bruins going to hold out? Though two, we don't know.
Yeah,
It's a nothing
yeah,
game really.
pretty much. It's all for seeding though, and Boston needs the seeding,
That's true. So Rask will probably play, and if Rask is
right?
playing against whoever,
I don't even care if they have Georgiev in or
Shosturkin,
Shesterkin. I don't care if they have either one of them in. I'm going Boston all the way on this one. 4-1.
Devondra has 3-0 Boston.
Right? Avatar has Avatar
Has
has 5-2 Bruins. Joey Serrano has 4:46 p.m.
Yeah, he tells us that because he tells us the time because we don't.
Okay,
But
all right.
we're not going to get all the games anyway.
Yeah, no. Okay, Mercer is Boston 3-1. CL Boston 2-1. Lorne Bruins.
Bruins, okay. Brian
Ste
Watson.
Boston 4-1. Joey got Boston 4-2,
Yep.
and John Weichel got Boston 4-2. Did you get Kyle Mercer? Boston 3-1?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got 5-2, 5-3. No,
Oh, you already did it 4-1.
I already did 4-1.
And I'm gonna do 5-2 Bruins.
Okay.
I think they're gonna rack them up pretty good. I
Yeah.
just have a feeling.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're new here, we're doing Saturday games. Just tell us what the score is and who you think's gonna win, or just chat. You don't need to
Right.
do it. It's no
We're not.
rule.
We're not. We're not picking every single game for Saturday because we're obviously not going to have enough time. I thought we would
Yeah.
just pick the major games that have
Yeah.
implications. So the
Let's
next
let's
one,
let's look at them and then we'll both have to agree because we're only gonna have a couple. So we're gonna go to the best ones that there are.
right? I thought that the New York Rangers Boston one was important because Boston needs the points for seeding.
Mm, yeah. What do we got here? The Lightning Panthers is pretty important.
Yeah, that's pretty important. And Carolina Nashville,
Carolina, Nashville. Yeah, we'll do that.
right? And then St. Louis Vegas, that's a back to back.
Yeah, let's do those right now. Okay, so first of all was what did I say? Lightning and Panthers.
Yep.
Okay, we'll
So
do
Tampa Bay at Florida. Tampa Bay at Florida.
versus Panthers, and yeah, this is basically a continuing fight for number one in the Central.
Thanks for hopping on, John. We appreciate it, man. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming on. Please hit the like and subscribe.
And yeah, right on, buddy. Who's leaving us?
John Weichel.
No, Michael. Okay,
Yeah. Thanks, man, for joining. Appreciate it.
take care.
So, yep, Tampa Bay, Florida. Look, I have to go Florida on this. I have to.
Okay.
I have to because I really think that Florida has been playing much better than Tampa Bay as of late. And until Tampa Bay gets into the playoffs where they're going to get Stammer back and Cooch back, you know what I mean? I have to go with Florida on this because I think Florida needs this game more.
Okay. What's the score?
Okay. Score 5-4 overtime.
Oh, Panthers. OT. Okay.
Okay. So Mercer has Tampa Bay 4-3.
And Devondre has 4-3.
Right. And Bill has Bruins 4-2. Did you get Avatar 4-1?
What it was Devondre? 4-3 Panthers.
Wait, let me look. Yeah, Devondre 4-3 Panthers.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. And Bill T is. Oh, he's into Nashville already.
But he did pick the Bruins 4-2. Bill T, Bruins, that was the game before that. And then Jay, oh, that's another. No, Jay has Panthers 6-1.
JP has Panthers 6-6-1 Panthers. Wow.
Yep. CL has Tampa 6-5. Lauren has Tampa.
Okay.
Joey going flow 4-3 overtime. I just read it. He's probably meant Florida. Somebody got a little fat fingered there, I believe, and got the O instead of the A.
Yeah, he just wants to say it that way.
I don't care. I can call him the Florida. The
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
All right. Um, what do you got there on this one, Perlo?
Yeah. I kind of like. Is it in Florida or is it in Tampa?
It's in it's in No, I just had it. It's in Florida. Well, let me rephrase that. It's at the Panthers because it doesn't matter if it's at Tampa Bay or Florida. It's in Florida,
Yeah,
but it's at Panthers home stadium.
right. Okay. I'll take 5-3 Panthers.
Okay.
Okay. Evan's in the house. Okay. So now everybody's putting Nashville stuff in right away here. Cause what is it? What is that? Carolina,
Carolina,
Nashville?
Nashville. Yeah, at Nashville.
In Nashville. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. Because again, that'll be now. I said 7 games in 11. It'll be 8 games in 13 now. Just for
9 because
Carol.
they're playing Friday too. No, they're not playing Friday.
No, they're not. Oh my gosh, that'd be unbelievable
Okay,
if
yeah.
that was a
Right.
Carolina.
Okay. Carolina, Nashville. Oh gosh. Um, this might be the spot where Carolina might be resting some players, and this might be the spot where Nashville's trying to put the pedal to the metal because they need the points to try to do. But I mean, they're still, or they're not even. They're fourth place. It doesn't matter, right? Because the third place team is Minnesota, and they're too far ahead, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So this game really doesn't matter. And I think Nashville's going to win this because I think Carolina's going to probably sit some players in this game because of that very reason, playing so many games and so many nights. And this game doesn't mean because they're going to play them again on Monday. Carolina's going to play them again on Monday. So this is a home and home, or not a home and home, but a back to back situation here where Carolina plays Nashville on Saturday and then they play again on Monday.
Right. Okay.
So I got Nashville on this one.
Okay. What's the score?
3-2.
2 Preds. Okay.
All right.
Where am I?
Wait.
I just got to Mercer. Devondra is 2-0 Nashville.
Right. So Bill has Nashville 3-0,
Yeah, I already got that.
and
I'm
you got
down.
JP.
I got Devondra. I'm all the way. I'm down to Devondra. Bill
Oh,
T. I got Bill T 3-0. I got that CL three
okay.
one Preds.
Okay. Avatar 4-2 Canes.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Bill T 3-0 CL 3-1 Preds. Joey four
Serrano's,
three Carolina overtime.
and I'm gonna say, who are they gonna play? See, the Canes may go with Reimer here for all the reasons mentioned to sit Nedeljkovic. Nashville will go with Saros for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 4-3 Preds. Too. I think the Preds could pull that one out too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. What's the next big game? And we got a lot of people in here. We're just doing Saturday's games, the big games. Just tell us what the score is and what you think the score will be and who's going to win. And you get points for fabulous prizes, one of which is telling me what to do.
Do
So,
you think Toronto versus Montreal is a bigger game than Vegas versus St. Louis?
they're both pretty big. Can we get them
All
both
right.
in? No.
Yeah. If we do it fast.
We'll do it both. Okay.
Okay.
Vegas.
So let's do Toronto. Let's do Montreal versus Toronto in Toronto.
Okay.
Okay.
Habs versus Leafs versus Leafs. That is it's always a big game, right?
Right. Oh, and it's gonna be the first round matchup anyway too, right? But I think Toronto all day on this one. 4-1.
We're doing Habs versus Leafs and
Yeah.
Steel
The Habs
Steelers.
versus the Habs, the Montreal Canadiens versus Toronto.
I guess yeah, we gotta watch it in Canada. A lot of people in the United States don't know the terminology Habs for the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh,
I didn't know that. I got,
really?
yeah, I got informed of that.
Why do they call them Habs?
The habitants.
Oh,
Rem-
okay.
It's a French term for
Yeah, I got it.
being, yeah, born in Canada.
Yeah, yeah, got you. All
That's
right.
why, yeah. So I never even thought about it, but then somebody told me. So
So Avatar has 6-1 Leafs. Mercer has 5-4 Leafs. JP has 5-1 Leafs.
5-1 Leafs.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just said that. So CL has Leafs 3-2. Evan, they're called halves because it's a French term for being a Canadian born in Canada. Devondra has 3-2 halves.
Devondra's taking the halves. She's the first one, or he's
No,
the first one. I
first
just
one.
called her she again. He.
Smack.
He. I have to do
Bill
that every once
T.
in a while.
Bill T has 5-4 Leafs.
Sometimes I could be such an idiot. 5-4 Leafs.
Lauren has Leafs win. Joey has Montreal 3-2.
Serrano's going with the dog again. And
Who you got?
I could go either way on this one.
I know it's a coin flip.
Because
No, it isn't really.
Montreal really plays the Leafs tough.
Yeah.
They get up for that game every single time. The Leafs are like not worried about anything. They're winning the North for sure. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Leafs still.
Okay.
I'm going to
There
go
you go.
4-3 Leafs. I different team now with Keefe as the coach. I don't think they're going to drop this one. Okay, Blues versus the Knights,
Yep.
right?
Vegas. Yep. Blues versus Vegas in Vegas.
Yeah.
This will be our last game that we do here
This
for
is
the
the
for
last game.
last game. So I'm going because of the
Yeah.
back-to-back situations on
Look
this one
what
here.
Devondre said. My alma mater had me as a she for years too at UNLV.
CL, I believe Canuck means a native born in Canada is
Yeah,
first
it's a
first.
it's a First Nations. Yeah, First Nations.
That's it.
It's a term for a First Nations person. A very high term, like a cool term. It's a
Right.
good term.
Like
First Nation.
it's an
It's
endearing term.
it's not derogatory at all. Yeah,
Right. It's an endearing term.
it's a fun term. It's a fun term.
There you
Yeah,
go. All right.
yeah.
We got JP Vegas 6-5 overtime.
6-5 Vegas.
Overtime. Vegas, yep.
Okay.
Avatar 4-2 Knights. Devondra, he has Vegas baby 4-0.
Oh, is Devondra's from Vegas? 4-0 Knights.
Mercer Vegas 6-3.
6-3 Knights.
Yep.
Wow.
Lorne Knights win.
Okay. CL.
CL Blues 4-3 overtime. Okay, Bill T has Vegas 3-2. Oh, those are Friday games. You'll have to catch those then,
Oh, okay.
Perlo.
Yeah.
Bill T has some Friday games in there.
Let's cancel it. What's he talking about? Canucks. Oh.
Canucks
Oh no no.
offensive.
Oh, because it's offensive. No, it's not offensive at all. So.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's an endearing term. So
Yeah.
I have to go with Vegas on this one as well. And I'm going to say 5-3.
5-3 Nuts.
5-3 Vegas.
Okay.
Joey has Vegas 3-2 overtime. Devondra said, born in D.C. Oh, from the East Coast. Now living on the West Coast.
Serrano. 3-2. I got that.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, that's not going to happen there though. But there's yeah, I get what you're saying. There are still a few others that may have to change. I don't even know what the Edmonton Eskimos are yet. I don't know what their team. We're changing that. Uh,
I think that's it. I think we got everybody.
okay,
Did you get Bill's? Did you get Bill's Friday stuff?
for he did it for the Blues and Knights, or did I all of them?
Blues and Knights, Columbus 3-2, Wild 4-2, Stars 4-3, Caps
Oh
6-1,
gosh,
Avs
I'll
3-2.
have to do that after.
Yeah,
I'll wait till
yeah.
I'll send everybody off here and then I'll write those in. Okay,
Okay.
well we
Hold on. Let me copy it so I have it just in case.
okay.
Okay, so I have it copied. So if whenever we're done, I can make sure. Don't worry, Bill. We'll make sure we get him in there. Do you have his Saturday games?
I think so.
We didn't pick all the Saturday games, Bill.
Yeah, we didn't do all the Saturday games. We only did a couple.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do that after because we got to head out here. All right.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
great weekend, everybody. Is not too much going on with off the wall John this.
Rankings, the 3 stars, the hottest and coldest teams. So check that out. It's a hockey show for hockey fans. Also, you can check us out on the web at www.steelflyers.com/links/NHL Perlo Wisdom, where you can get all of Perlo's great stuff. And then you can get everybody else's great stuff at www.steelflyers.com.
Right. And if you're still thirsting for stuff, I got videos up there you can look at. You can go over to Sports Fanatic News, Projo. He's got killer. If you like other sports, he does
Oh, yeah. We
baseball. And
cover it all.
he
We
does.
cover it
He
all.
even does AHL stuff. He does the Phantoms and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You
Yep.
want to see a guy who's got a wealth of knowledge of oh my gosh.
Well, that's why we call him the professor.
Yeah, he's amazing. And
I
then
mean,
of course,
and then
what's that?
John, then of course John, the
He
goat.
just put out a video on talking about Vegas. The gold defenseman for Vegas saying he's going to be elite. He's elite now. Oh, I just remember his name. Anyways, go check it out. It's good. He's always good.
For sure. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for checking us out. We will check you all next time.
Monday, 3 to 5 after the weekend. Be there. There will be Frolic. Have a great day. Okay. Bye.